Hello, in today's tutorial we'll be taking a quick look over the production tools which are available. Production and tools will showcase the 5 tools which we have available within Receta to help you with production planning, purchase planning and more. The first 2 tools can be used at any point in your journey through Receta. They will not impact on the work you are doing already on a particular page, as they will appear in pop-ups on the screen you were already on. The last 3 tools will take you to a new page and should only be used when you are finished doing the particular task you are on, for example. Let's look at these 5 in detail. The first one, Quick IU Calculator, is exactly as it says. It appears in a pop-up window and gives you a nice easy way of converting between IU and milligram or microgram, or vice versa, for 3 key vitamins which you may be looking to plan. In this case, I'm looking to convert between IU and milligram microgram, so I'll leave that as default, and I'd like to convert something for vitamin D. Here I will add the amount of IU I have and click the convert button. This shows me the amount of micrograms that I will use. Obviously this is only an approximation, however it does give you a good idea as to the likely microgram usage before you've even gotten into something like formulation planning, for example. Of course we could go the other way. Say we wanted to convert micrograms to IU, we're looking at vitamin A and we've got 500 milligrams. That is 1.66.66 recurring IU. Again, a really good indication of our likely usage. If we now look at tools and then the quick customer profit calculator, we can use this tool in advance of sending a quotation to a customer, or even whilst in a telephone conversation with a customer, to give them a good idea as to the likely profit margin they can expect to receive for selling one of the products that we could produce for them. Let's say, for example, we know the customer is planning on selling a particular product for £15.99. We can then know that the net value is £13.33, and we can choose the marketplace where the customer is likely to sell the product. Dependent upon the marketplace we choose, the amount of percentage lost in profit could be taken into account. Again, these are approximations, but they do give a good approximation of what the likely losses would be. For general sales, we've estimated that 10% of additional costs would have to be factored in, which could be in credit card fees, staff costs, etc. Amazon is 25% based upon Amazon fees and the percentages that they take, eBay, Groupon, so on and so on. In this case, we'll say the customer is selling on Amazon. We can then input the selling price, the purchase price that the customer could expect to get from us, £4.50 a unit. So we can see on a £15.99 sale, they can expect to receive £5.49 in profit, which equates to 41.23%. Again, these are not exact figures, they are approximations. However, you can pass this information onto your customer and offer them a little bit of added value so they know upfront their likely profit before they've even had to dig out their own calculator, for example. The last 3 tools can help you minimize the amount of extra work you need to do to manage your customers' requirements. If we look at Material Usage Planner and Complete Usage Planner, what we can do here is show our usage or planned usage across several FPs. If you've ever used the video to do with sales orders, you'll know that there is sections within a line for each sales order where you can see your usage for the materials that are going to be used within that line, and then do further purchase planning, etc. This is exactly the same setup, but you can do it across more than one FP. So let's say we know we're going to make both of these at some point in the future. We're going to make 100,000 of that, and we're going to make 200,000 of that. We could get this information from looking at our production planner, or these could just be speculative planned productions. If we click calculate, we can see here what it does is it groups together all of the materials which were used across both FPs and groups together all of the stock usage. So we can see here, for example, that the capsule shell is used in both of the FPs. So what it's done, instead of creating 2 separate lines, it's amalgamated that together and said in total you would use 300,000. So we can see our likely stock shortage and make some purchases as required. The exact same methodology applies to the Complete Product Usage Planner. The only difference being that instead of FPs down this side, you've got CPRODs. So you could add these in. Say you wanted to make 1,500 of those. 2,000 of those. Click the calculate button, and again it would show you the stock levels and stock usage for these items. In this case it's showing us the FP that would be in this CPROD, the particular bottles, lids, etc. And again, if you had common products between these two CPRODs, which these do, you wouldn't get two listings of each one, you get one, and it would amalgamate the stock usage accordingly. The final tool is the existing recipe match wizard. If you have a new customer come on board who has a specific formula they would like you to use, or you indeed are planning a new formula, it doesn't make economical sense for you to make that new formula if you've already got one in Receta which you've ran in the past and you may already have the production notes for, etc. What you can do here is find the formulas which match the existing requirements within reason. On this left hand side would be a list of all the materials you have listed as ingredients. You could select the ingredients you wish to add based upon the new formula you had been provided or planned. And you could say my new formula, for example, I know it needs to have ingredient 1 in, material 2, etc. I would then click find matches and it would show me any of the formulas I already have on file which include these ingredients. Now it may not be that they only include in these ingredients, they may have other ingredients, and it may also be that the milligrams used may not match the new formula you were planning to develop. However, it will show you matching formulas in so much as they have the same ingredients. And what you can then do is use that to decide, one, do I really need to make this new formula? Will this existing formula suffice? Or in the case of a client's formulation, you could look to see if they would have any movement in moving to this existing formula and perhaps reduce their lead time because you wouldn't need to test this formula. It's already been ran several times in the past, for example. That concludes the production tools tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it.